Well, that is a much better morning, isn't it?
Right, so we're gonna be making our way to the gym. We are gonna do back today, which is essentially a pull session, really. So we're gonna do back and biceps. And as I said, I might throw some delts in if I have enough time. We are a bit late today. I just had to do some stuff on my laptop. However, we're gonna make do, all right? If we don't have enough time to do shoulders, fine, not a big deal. But we are gonna have to do the other stuff for sure. So I'm gonna head there now. We're gonna start the back day, usual stuff, the usual machines that we use, and that's gonna be about it. Because I feel that I slept a bit weird, so my right side, especially up there, feels it's not sore, but what's the word that I'm looking for? The muscles feel tight. So it's like, I hope it goes away very quickly as I start moving, because that's usually the case. But you know, we shall see. In any case, I'm going to see you inside. Yes. After 2 sets over there, my forearms are on fire, and so is my back, which is good. Forearms, however, are not so good. They shouldn't really be on fire after 2 sets over there. So I think the way I wrapped myself around the handles over there didn't really work properly, but it is what it is. Here we are now, second exercise of the day. We're gonna do the extreme row, or the porn star machine, as I like to say. But the thing is, when it comes to back, you gotta remember, right? And there's people who will argue this, but I don't care, because they are wrong. And the point that I'm trying to make is, you need straps if you're gonna have a massive back. Because we are not training for strength. I'm not planning on entering any powerlifting competitions where you can't use straps. So I don't have to train my body and my forearms to make sure I lift enough weight, or the amount of weight that I want to lift without the straps. So not using straps, especially as a bodybuilder, is a bit of a weird thing to say in general, because strength was never really, we don't care much about it. We care about size mostly. Strength is a byproduct, but it's the size that we care for. And from there on, I seriously don't understand, if you are going to do the reps, how the hell is your forearm going to keep up with your back? Makes no sense. But it's just one of these things that people like to argue, and it's like, at the end of the day, just do what you want. If you have weak forearms and you want to bring them up again, by all means, don't use straps. But at the end of the day, are you training forearms or are you training back? Because how are you going to do both without like being good at both, but not like optimizing for one, which you should when you're doing back. Anyways, let's do the first set here, because I have one more to go through. And then there's more back stuff, and then there's biceps. So let's do it. That wasn't moving anymore. Oh, okay. One more set, and then we're gonna do some single arm rows. But yeah, guys, in terms of straps, I think, you know what the thing is? When I was first at the gym, when I started training for the first time, I never really used straps because you didn't have to. It's like your back wasn't that strong anyway. It's like so your forearms could keep up, and obviously you need to make your forearms strong too and big too. But as I progressed, it became more and more apparent that my back was not the limiting factor in an exercise. It was actually my forearms. Like I was losing grip. Like I would do Romanian deadlifts for reps, and I would start like this, and then I was finishing the set here. And it's like when you're there, your forearms mean that they're giving up, and it's not necessarily your back. So it's like when you're doing Romanian deadlifts, how are you gonna train for hypertrophy, which means you're gonna have to do a certain amount of reps for multiple sets? How are you gonna train appropriately when this bit here, this muscle here, is competing with your entire lower back, hamstrings, glutes when you're doing Romanian deadlifts? It's like, how? It's just too much. Like, regardless of how strong these are, I just don't see how they could possibly keep up with all these muscles on the back. These muscles on the back are very strong muscles too, so it's like, you know what I mean? You need these. So this is tip number one for back. If you want a big back, use straps. And the other thing that I would say, which is more of a cue, not necessarily a tip, is when you're doing lat pull downs or any sort of back movement, try to think that you're pulling from the elbow down. Because a lot of people are thinking like they're thinking bicep or they're thinking back. And although it's not necessarily wrong, if you're thinking that you go from there and then your elbow, you're pulling through the elbow down, it just works so much better. It's just one of these weird cues that really works. Try it out. But yeah, one more set, and then I'm gonna change the machine. Some stupid reason, music stopped. Oh, fuck me. Okay, who the fuck is calling? So, slight change of plans. There's road closures apparently, so I'm gonna have to shoot early. So I decided to skip the second set over there on the lat pull downs and the single lat pull downs because we've already done the first exercise was exactly that, and then we did another set. My back looks the way that it does, so it's fine. We're gonna skip that and we're gonna go straight to biceps, but I am gonna do 2 sets here. So we're gonna start with the first one, and after I'm done, probably the video is gonna be up. But we'll get to that in a sec. So let's just do the first set here. 20 kilos aside. Let's rip that one out. Oh, the burn. Right, so as I said, this is gonna be up, and I'm gonna see you the day after with chest. Full session really, so we're gonna do triceps, shoulders, all of that. Unfortunately, no time to do delts today, but that's fine. Just gonna wrap this one up, head home, and then I'm gonna do them tomorrow anyway, so it's fine, no problem. But yeah, that's a bit sad because I was actually kind of looking forward to it, especially given that I have enough time. I was like, why not do it? But it is what it is. Right guys, this is gonna be it up. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Till then, peace, and I'm out.